And they go out and the race gets underway then. The Carl Swift and Rob Baker car from pole position then as they're heading down towards Copse Corner.
Car off.
Car lights are out, which means that we are going to get back underway this time. Slow, but it's gone now. He's accelerating away, and with those back markers behind him, this is absolutely ideal.
This, they just not even caught the Jones car, have they?
No, which is not a slow car in its own right, so it won't. It takes some passing.
He used it really well.
Yeah.
It's in the driving seat, opposed to the driving set.
Looks like, if I get my binoculars out, I'm not having made a pit stop as yet. So the lead for Carl Swift over Luke Sedgwickowski and David Whitmore pretty much doubled on that first lap, running again. 6.3 seconds it now is. But look at this. This is a good scrap going on screen. Yeah, so there's Sedgwickowski and Whitmore, then Joe Taylor. Then behind you've got the Matt Wallace car with Darren Ball going down the inside in the BMW M3. That's for 4th position, and he's done that. As we watch the battle for 2nd and 3rd, because again I think Joe Taylor is catching the Luke Sedgwickowski BMW.
Can go racing. And this time he's closer to Sedgwickowski as Darren Ball got mired in traffic.
Let's try and have a look at it now. Well, it's not much more than that, is it, as they head into Abbey Curve. Only about 3/4 of a second, I would say, as they head through the left-hander at Farm, then down to the right-hand hairpin finish, and they'll be into your sight now.
That's a run through there that time from Joe Taylor, and it comes out consequently a little closer to the BM.
One-day finale here, and still, well, it's a great fight going on, and it's not only for 2nd and 3rd in the race, it's also very significant for the Class A Championships. Both of them, their personal best as well. Good news for Andrew Lightstead and Imran Khan, who've yet to make their stop.
But he must be due to pit stop fairly shortly.
You would think so, yeah. You just wonder if people are hanging on just in case there is a safety car. They don't want to pit, and then there is a safety car just after they've made their stop.
Look at that, Tim Gray's putting himself up the inside of Darren Ball going through Woodcote.
It is for position, it's for 17th position before this race is out. If not a bit more than that. The gap between those is down to 1.3 seconds now as they head towards you. The thing is, they've got cars ahead of them. They're trying to lap that are, well, they are.
There's some very good potential for speed down the field, but it's doing it all the time. And here comes Darren Ball popping out of Tim Gray's slipstream down.
Yeah, it's not really worth Sedgwickowski trying to get involved in this, because he could easily come a cropper
into the seat. So, like I say, Andrew's running around there to belt him in from the inside. So. Looks as though I'll get a chat with Andrew short.
Okay, well, for the moment, Lewis, I'll pick up because we've got a challenge going on for the lead of the race here. Joe Taylor was looking down the inside of the BMW there, Marcus. Yeah, probably we're going to have pit stops before much longer. I'm going to watch them through this time, see if either of them or both of them possibly dive into the pits. No, they're both taking a wide line. Oh no, a very late decision there. And that is Rob Baker now, who's taken that car in from Carl Swift. We've seen Rob race the Civic Championship a year or two ago. There he is in the pit lane. Joe Taylor, of course, he's driving solo, full 2 hours of this race on his own. That's views behind it, but it's difficult to see. That's the Wallace car and the Ball car. Into the pits then has come the TEGIWA backed leading car. Might get your toasted on me, possibly.
Look for Baker, Ian.
Baker's going past me now. It's going to be touch and go.
It's go from here.
Is it going to be the Seat or is it going to be the BMW?
It's got to be the Seat, hasn't it? Because the Seat's now down here on the tail of the orange Porsche Boxster, the 76 car, and has gone through. We have a new race leader right behind the Beamer, like 15-20 yards is Joe Taylor, who flings the Exige through the flick-flack down here at Beckett's and comes out onto the hanger straight right behind him.
Yeah, straight, but into Stowe, the right-hander they go. Remember, these two battling over the Class A Championship title.
And Whitmore comes up the inside, that's brave, and Taylor comes as well. And that was down at Luffield. He's very, very good at getting into Luffield, but he hasn't got the grunt on the exit. Yeah, it's so much easier to chase than be chased in this situation.
0.4 of a second between them at the moment as they head down towards...
And the best laps are probably very similar.
Whitmore and Sedgwickowski, 2:21.3 for Joe Taylor.
A tenth between their best laps, and Joe Taylor uses the agility of the Lotus. He comes up alongside, he tries to, then ducks in behind. Now, he couldn't be any closer.
And really good racing between Whitmore and Taylor, who gets a better exit out of Club Corner that time.
You don't want to be inside on that second apex, otherwise you'll be squeezed onto the grass.
But look at them, almost side by side down into the loop, into your part of the circuit again, Marcus.
Yep. And it's very, very close. He looks up the inside as he is closer, because you physically can't see the Lotus at some points. He's so close to the back of the BMW. It's Luffield where he's so good, because he dives out wide, then he cuts back. But if he can try and keep it a little bit wider and a bit more momentum coming out, he can get closer, gets his nose up alongside the rear wheel. He's going to get swatted if he's not careful.
There's that battle still going on though, Marcus.
It's a wonderful chase, isn't it? And here he goes. See, the Lotus will come diving up the right-hand side, and he's got another car ahead of him. Again, you sit right under the wing of the BMW. Yeah, Taylor's having to be very, very careful. He doesn't want to throw this one, I think.
And they're lapping in the 2:22 now, so they're a couple of seconds away from that. Cheetham crosses the line again.
But he wants to race it.
Of course he does.
Because what he really wants to do is dive ahead under braking for somewhere like Village.
Yeah, try and get through and do it on track as well as...
Oh, he's up the inside. He's up the inside, and he's made it through at Village, just as predicted. That was the one. Telepathy.
If I just feed that into my spreadsheet, that will mean that he would win the championship by a full 3 points if it stays this way. No guarantee it will, because Whitmore's coming back at him now into Brooklands corner and is pretty close to the back of him, but not close enough. Now this is where, historically in this race, Taylor's been pretty good. Look at that, look, he gains quite a bit of ground through Luffield. Yeah.
Again, Whitmore looked up the inside, didn't he, into Cops. That was quite brave.
See what happens as they arrive with your Beckett.
Here's the Lotus. It's got all the agility it needs. And yes, he brakes a little bit later. He's got about 7 or 8 car lengths. He dams the brakes before he turns left. The BMW dams the brakes as well. And as they come out, the Lotus has a lead of 7, 8, 9 lengths, something like that. The result is very, very even lap times as they go on to the Wellington Straight for the 44th time.
I've just spotted the fastest lap of the race has actually now gone to Rory Hind and Owen Fitzgerald, a 2:19.79 that they have managed. So
this is what Taylor wants. He wants to put those 2 cars between him and the BMW going into Stowe. He's got them.
There is the race leading car though, Carl Swift, who's been in the Rob Baker, who's been in the car since about 50 minutes into this race. So he's had a good hour and 5 minutes already in the car. 12 seconds to go. Are we going to get the flag this time or not? It's going to be touch and go. It is, yeah, it's the last lap board. So by 2 seconds, I think because they've gone so quickly on the last couple of laps, they have managed to eke an extra lap out of this. So that. Yeah. If something happens on an extra lap for anybody now, they won't be thanking Rob Baker. Right, we'll do this again then, because here comes the number 6 car of Rob Baker through Luffield for the final time then, and it's going to be 3 wins in the last 3 rounds of the TEGIWA Club Enduro Championship out of Woodcote Corner, up to the line, checkered flag is waved, and that will be good enough for 2nd place in the Class A Championship for Carl Swift and Rob Baker.
Championship, Rob Baker just climbs out of the car. Carl Swift going round and shaking the hands of the 7.
It was the whole race, the entire race. I was fighting with the BMW. Even they come out of the pits and they come out right in front of me, exact same place. I thought, oh no, here we go.
There go our Class C champions. They've just gone over the line now, but they're not going to win the overall championship because the man on your screen now is going to. That's the number 43 Porsche Boxster of Steve Cheetham then. And this time, Steve, don't worry, you will see the checkered flag out of Woodcote Corner. He comes up to the line, he goes, and Steve Cheetham is your TEGIWA Club Enduro champion for 2019.